Piles of action figures, ziggurats of toys. Yes, what a time, all in the discount stores. Cheap, 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 cheap. But will it stay that way? Let's talk about it. So, I've been watching and paying attention and listening, and I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm never paying full price again if it's just going to end up in a discount store. Okay. Don't blame you. I can see why that mentality would thrive. And I'm not going to knock it, except for one minor detail. So I was watching a Toy Kind of Mood, in which they said, quote, someone who is the head of marketing of a brand said that we have to retrain customers to not wait for the closeouts and to buy it now. Yeah, no, when I heard that, it's like, yeah, retrain the customer? What? Uh, no, dude. You're trying to instill FOMO again. Never works, but that's okay. So, in hearing that, of course, I'm pretty sure this had to be Dan Young because he almost immediately was talking about fan channel exclusive waves and how they're gonna, you know, basically not go to clearance because they're fan channel exclusive. Of course, fan channel never has sales, and of course, then a month later, Hasbro Pulse has a clearance section. But yeah, anyway, this is what happens when the executives don't tell the marketing guys what the hell is going on. Everything I'm hearing says they're going to ramp down production. I've heard numbers as high as 10,000 less than what they have been. So here's my thoughts on the future going forward. Now, the caveat here is if there is not a massive price increase again on Marvel Legends, especially. I think if we get a price increase on Marvel Legends, we're going to get a price increase all around. And I think that's going to change everything about toy collecting. But we'll just ignore that for now, because again, that is a rumor. Nothing's set in stone. We have no confirmation, but a rumor. But then again, some rumors come true, and that's a very believable rumor. So we'll leave it at that. But what I plan to do going forward, if a wave has a figure I absolutely feel like I have to have in my collection, I'll get it full price. Don't worry about it. Now that's pretty easy to do. I mean, you know your collection, you know your likes. I mean, none of us need everything, right? I mean, you come out with a figure tomorrow and go, oh, here's our latest wave. Boom. Okay, yeah. I like that one, but not the rest. Get that one. Maybe pre order it, maybe not. Depends on your own attitude about things. The rest, I basically will have two lists. I'll have a list of, yeah, gotta have it. And then I'll have a list of, well, if I see it at discount. And those are kind of the ones like, yeah, I'd like to have that, but if I don't have it, nothing's lost in my collection. And then move forward from there because it's not a huge deal. And see, I don't think they count on this mentality because I think a lot more people are going to shift towards this mentality. You got talks of going to $30. Now, keeping in mind that Action Force is coming down to $30 for their mainline figures. A lot of people said they were too high. So, with a much smaller MRQ, a smaller company is able to match your prices. That's going to not reflect well. And these smaller companies are probably going to be okay because you're a lot more transparent about things. Whereas with Hasbro and Mattel has been keeping prices relatively low. There has been a small increase in the wrestling figures and in the Masters of the Universe figures, but it's not the increase we've seen from Hasbro. And I think that keeps them afloat. Barbie movie did help, but it keeps them afloat a little bit. I do think the price hikes have hurt Hasbro more than they want to admit, and I don't think they're taking into account how the price hikes have hurt them. And once you do take that into account, it's like, yeah, that is kind of painful. But I also see a lot of people, more or less, giving it the attitude I'm giving it right now of, you know what? I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to get what I really want and not worry about the things I don't want. And if I see it on sale, great, buy it. If I don't, oh well, I'm not lost anything. And I think that's going to be the prevailing attitude going forward. And it's, those gotta haves are going to be few and far between. Maybe they need to step up their game a little bit. Who knows? I mean, then again, they did a Spider-Man wave, and I actually wanted two of them, so maybe they are stepping up their game because usually I'm down to one. But we'll see. It's an interesting time. It's a little bit of a weird time. It's kind of fun, but there's a transition going on, and it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. Okay, that's just me rambling about things. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe.